It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
I am Iron Man.
I'm Pickle Rick!
I have a dream.
I am your father.
I'm Sean Spencer. This is my partner, Gus Silly Pants Jackson.
I'm going to show you how great I am.
God bless America.
Avengers!
Assemble.
That's life. That's life. That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, shot down in May. But I know I'm gonna change that tune. When I'm back on top in June. I said that's life.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to life, you beautiful, beautiful human beings. Very special guest with us today. So, we talked about it, and you saw last week's podcast. Harper kind of sent us out, or the week before's podcast, Harper sent us out. This week, it was the eldest niece. Some would dare say my favorite. Now, I'm not going to say that on here because her sisters are going to listen, and you're all my favorite, is what I'm trying to say. But my favorite niece, she's not looking. My favorite niece is sitting right beside me. Hadley Hines, welcome to That's Life podcast. Officially, I told her when you hit 10 years old, you get to come on the podcast. So Hadley finally is 10. I'm way too old and way too fat now, it feels like. But Hadley's now 10. Hadley, welcome to the podcast, man.
Thank you for having me.
You are most welcome. Hadley, we've done a lot of things together, you and I. I've got some embarrassing stories that I'm gonna tell first. Okay, we gotta talk about the embarrassing stuff. Then we can talk about the fun time that we've had this weekend, and we can talk about a lot of things. I got a fun video to show you. But to start off the podcast, I have to embarrass you. So there's 3 separate occasions that I'm gonna talk about. Right? One was the first time that I ever babysat you. So the first time I ever babysat you, you were 8 months. 9 months, so you were a baby, just a little nugget. You're a little nugget. Now I only babysat you this time for like literally 45 minutes, maybe an hour. Your mom had to go to the grocery store or whatever, and I told her I would watch you. So I didn't know what to do because it was the first time I ever like had the responsibility of a baby. I was like, does she play? Do you want to play fetch? I didn't know what to do. So I held you, and you were so sweet and just, doing a little baby thing. And then you fell asleep on the ground next to the dog because I felt like that was an appropriate bed, I guess. I don't know. You then woke up, threw up all over me. Then I promptly called your mom to come pick you up and clean you up. So that was the first time I ever babysat you. But you were a baby, so that was acceptable. The second time I ever babysat you, now this is when you were about 3. Hazel Bean was Holland's age, so whatever, 1.5, 2. So, you and Hazel, I was babysitting just you two. The night was going great, right? So we had watched Frozen. You sat in my lap and we watched Frozen and we were singing along and it was so sweet and fun. I fed you guys dinner and you guys ate great and it was awesome. And Hazel was all messy, but I wiped her up and we were just having the best time.
Best babysitter.
Yeah, we were eating pizza. Hazel was eating, I think, spaghetti. We had watched Frozen, having a great time. So we're downstairs in the basement. I'm letting you guys play and run around, and you just start crying out of nowhere. You just, so I don't know what to do. Because I'm like, why is this kid just automatically crying? So, I'm like, did you get hurt? What happened? And you just kept going, poop, poop. So at this point, we were potty training you, so I don't believe you were in diapers anymore. Like, I think you were full-blown, grown up. They were trying you in potty panties, is I think what they call them. I don't know what they call them. So you're potty training, so you just start bawling and saying the word poop. So I have Hazel in my arms. You stand up, remove your pants, remove the underwear, and you just keep screaming poop. And I didn't know what to do. So you run upstairs while yelling poop. I have Hazel. So I grab Hazel. I'm running upstairs saying, go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. Before I could get to the bathroom, right in the hallway was a little nugget of of poop, right? So there's poop in the hallway. There's poop in the bathroom floor. You're standing by the toilet because you still can't really get on. There's a stool, right? I can't find the stool, so you couldn't get on the toilet by yourself.
Yeah.
So you're just crying. There's poop on the floor. I put Hazel down. I put you up on the toilet. You're bawling, crying. The room smells like poo. I am, I'm literally heaving to the point where I have tears rolling down my face. I'll never forget this night. Never forget this night. It's burned into my brain, and so is the smell, right? So you're on the toilet. There's poo everywhere. I don't know where Hazel is. And so I'm like, come here, Hazel. Hazel, come here. Hazel, please, come here. And so I still can't find Hazel. So I turn on the bath real quick. I get you cleaned up. I put you in the bath. Now I turn to address the mess on the ground, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna address the mess on the ground and pick this up. But it's still, I gotta find Hazel. So finally, I see Hazel. Hazel pops around the corner, and I go, oh, thank the Lord. There's Hazel. I check in the hallway. That poop, untouched. So she didn't touch the poop in the hallway. I think I'm all clear. I'm all good. So Hadley's in the bath at this point. You're still bawling, crying, by the way. So think about this. There's poop on the ground. There's a missing child. You're in the bath just going, ah! So I go, okay, come here, Hazel. So Hazel walks slowly to the toilet. There's poop right on the ground in front of the toilet, right? So Hazel looks at me, puts her hand in the poop, and then she runs out of the room. I just see her disappear.
Classic Hazel.
Yeah, so classic Hazel touching poo, at 2 years old. And so you're in the bath still screaming. I know of a kid that's not only missing, but has poop on her hand. I'm crying. I'm gagging. I'm trying to dial your mom, but I'm trying to pick up. I have poop on my hands because I'm cleaning. It's just a mess, right? So Hazel finally comes back. No more poop on the hand, by the way. No idea where it went. She just comes back, hands clean as a whistle. You're finally stop crying. Hazel's like, there's poop no longer on her hand. There's still poop all over your house. And I called your mom and I said, where are you? And she goes, what's going on? And I said, listen, I thought I was a man. I thought I could do this. I thought I could handle it, but I can't. So your mom finally comes home after I think they went out on, I think it was yours and your dad. I would think it was her and your dad's anniversary, right? So they finally come home. How was it? And I go, I don't want to talk about it. Hazel,
Bye-bye.
yeah, Hazel wiped poop somewhere near your house. Don't know where. Have a good one. And then I left. The last story that I'll say, and then I'll stop embarrassing you, is the last story that is my favorite Hadley story. All involve poop, by the way. So it's a complete accident. This is just the three most embarrassing stories. Hadley just had a lot of poop in her life, apparently, in the first 3 years. But you were probably 2.5, 3 years old, same age. It might have been same year. You went down to the pool at a hotel, and then you told your mom, you go, hey, I got potty. So they're running back to the hotel room to let you go potty real quick. On the way to the hotel room, you somehow had lost your bottoms. I don't know if you were just a wild woman. You just took off your bottoms to everything. No longer have bottoms. We turn around at the hotel door. Jen's trying to swipe in, and there's just in the middle of a hotel hallway, just a piece of poop. So those are my three most embarrassing stories. But now to the good stuff, right? I had to embarrass you a little bit. You come on the podcast. That's my job. Hadley might be the sweetest human being I've ever met. And I'm not even saying this as I'm not trying to embellish or I'm not, overindulging her ego. She genuinely is the sweetest kid ever. This will show you this is an example from last night. My personality, Hadley's personality, right? So she gets to sit in the front seat now because she's tall enough and she's cool. And so we're jamming out to some country music and we're leaving. We went to a Sounds baseball game. So we're leaving the baseball game last night. We're in downtown Nashville. There's clearly a homeless gentleman beside us in a wheelchair struggling to get up a hill. We were driving up a hill to the light, right? And Hadley, this is her personality. She very sweetly goes, that's so sad. I wonder if we can do anything to help him. That's Hadley's personality, right? My next words out of my mouth were, do you think we can beat him up the hill? Do you think we can beat him to the stoplight? Those are our two personalities. So Hadley is, just the sweetest, would do anything for anybody. Unless you're her sisters, she might push you down some stairs. But no, Hadley's just the sweetest kid. Those are our two personalities. But it makes for a good duo, right? You got fun Uncle Bubba. You got sweet, kind Hadley. It's very much like Hannah, right? You have the sweet version. Then you have the crazy version of me. But yeah, we took you to your first ever baseball game last night, or at least first one that you remember. I think the other one, you were either a baby or you were in the womb still. So
Just
I don't
little.
I don't remember. But yeah, talk about the Sounds game, man. What was your thoughts? Like, how was the evening? What was your favorite parts? Tell your mom about all the healthy food that we fed you.
Well,
Because she will watch this podcast and want to know, like, what did my sweet child get fed over a day and a half? And, I'm going to tell her when I see her, like, no, she ate steak. She ate potatoes. She was healthy. We went to bed on time. She doesn't need to know that you stayed up watching Lion King. She doesn't need to know all the junk food we ate, but we're going to tell her anyways. So, let me hear it. Let me hear about the game.
So, first one that I remember, and I got to see a guy get hit in the chest with a baseball.
Yeah, she saw a guy get hit in the chest with a baseball and collapse on the field.
Yeah, coach got thrown out.
She saw the Sounds coach say some very unkind words to the. Actually, I think what he said to the umpire was, "You're doing a great job. Thanks for being here tonight. Do you need anything? Could I get you a giant pretzel?" And then the umpire said, "That's not right. Get out of here." So.
Yeah. And we saw a home run, so.
Yeah, you got to see a home run, which you don't get to see a lot in baseball.
Yeah.
So we got to see a home run, so the lights went all crazy and everybody was jumping up and down. What else happened at the baseball game? You got to hang out with the mascot.
Yes. My hat wasn't a big fan though.
Yeah, the mascot either deliberately tried to punch her in the head or he was just very annoyed at the hat that she was wearing. Because that came flying off. But you got to meet the mascot, which was cool. What else?
We got great seats, which is awesome for buying tickets last minute.
Listen, you ever do anything with me, okay? Here's one thing. Even if I don't have the money, I will sit in the best seats I can.
Yes.
Like, short of putting my house under floor closure, I will sit in the best seats that I can. Because I'm not going to go to a baseball game and sit 750 feet away and have to go, is that baseball out there? I can't tell. Are they even playing? Where's the ball? No. So I was like, we got good seats. You're right. So I got good seats right in the Horizon Bank section.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, my favorite is I go, hey, we'll just buy tickets when we get there. So I go to the counter and I go, 3 tickets, please. And he goes, do you want them all together? No. Actually, if you could sit my wife here, if you could sit my little sweet niece on the outfield, could she actually just go next to the pitcher on the mound and then I'll just stay in my car? Could I pay for 3 of those tickets? So, no, yeah. He goes, all right, 3 tickets together. Where? And I go, let's see this section right here. And he goes, well, I don't know if I can get tickets all together in that section. And then we sit in the section, and there were 790 open seats. But we waited at the counter for 30 minutes for him to go, let me see. I don't know if we can do that. Yeah. Yeah. He's go tap, 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 tap. And he's like, oh, I was able to get you some. It's like, buddy, there were 700 open seats. I think I could have found some. But yeah, we had great seats. You made the Jumbotron.
That's what I was going to say.
Yes, it was really cool. So we just I think we're pretty sure we annoyed the guy.
Put the mic close. There you go.
The camera guy was right behind us, taking a little break. And
yeah, he's drinking water because it was hot, and he's trying to eat his dinner, and Hadley and Hannah just jumped in front of him dancing.
We had a plan. Any music that played, even for a split little second, we were going to jump up, turn the other way, and start dancing in front of him.
And I mean, like, you know how, like, if you've been to a baseball game, the batters, when they're walking up to the batter's box, it will play like 10 seconds of a song. Do, 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 do. Like that quick. They would just, the second they hear a note of anything, even if it was like, even if the song was like, if you dance to this, you're stupid. Like, they were up just, they just danced their hearts out the entire night. And so this is what we call, this is where Uncle Bubba teaches you, right? So when you follow around a cameraman, Hannah, this goes to you too. When you follow around a cameraman dancing behind him, right? And dancing in front of his face. And when this poor man who's sweating is, trying to eat a hot dog so he can be nourished for the evening, and you dance in front of his face, that's what we call stalking, right? Stalking is a crime in all 50 states, but I just want you guys to understand what that was. But no, so the best part is the camera guy, we're sitting in seats right here. He's right behind us most of the night. And Hadley goes, we're going to keep standing up and dance until he notices us. And so they did. Every time they danced, they would turn around and dance exclusively to this guy. Not to the crowd, not to the song. This guy was just getting serenaded with two of the whitest people in the entire world. That's one thing. The court rights. I would say that Uncle Bubba can dance pretty decent. I would say Aunt Jessica.
Yeah, you can dance very well.
Yeah, I feel like I can dance a little bit. I got some grooves. Aunt Jessica is pretty good at dancing, right? You inevitably got your mother's dancing skills. And I would say actually you are a perfect blend of Steve and Jennifer dancing.
Now, yeah, if you have ever seen a family movie night with us, you know how they always, where the credits are, they always play a little song?
Yeah.
We make sure that we dance to that. And
yeah.
If you see my mom go.
Yep, it's a lot of white girl fist pumping. That's exactly what it looks like. That's a great example of what it looks like. But Aunt Hannah was doing something that I would like to call, I have to go to the bathroom. Because I don't know, bro.
Another poopy story.
Yeah. I think it looked like Aunt Hannah needed to run to the hotel room so she could go to the bathroom. It was a lot of just white girl fist pumping. That's all it was. It was this, and then just this. So it's two different versions of the fist pump. It was the exact same dance. No. First off, okay, I want the camera to make sure you do this into the camera. Watch my wife. Okay, so in the set, do disco dancing, right? We do this. Open up the peace signs and go across. This psychopath, and I want everybody to watch her do this, does this, okay? She does this. This is either scissors and rock, paper, scissors, right? That's what that is. Or she's pledge allegiance to the Illuminati. That's the only thing that those two things can be. Just saying. But yeah, you guys serenaded the guy, and you finally got on the big screen, so we got two of the whitest people. And the best part is the people in front of us were like, oh my goodness, they must be drunk. And I go, well, no, one of them's 10 and the other one doesn't drink. So that's just how they act without alcohol.
Yeah, the lady in front of us was drinking a beer. Yep. She thought we were drunk.
Yeah, there was a lot of people getting beer drunk around. There's a lot of people getting beer drunk around there.
There's this guy in a Cubs outfit walked up to Bubba, who was also wearing a Cubs outfit. Hey,
yeah, there's a lot of drunk guys hugging me. It was weird. Was I drinking, you might ask? The answer is no. I had a Sprite in my hands. But this is, and you'll understand this, Hads, as a Ducks fan, right? Mm-hmm. If we see somebody that wears Oregon Ducks stuff, right? What do? Oh, go Ducks. We go up to them and we yell, go Ducks, that's awesome, right?
The one time I didn't do that was in a Zaxby's, and this lady was wearing a Ducks hat, and I didn't really know what to do, and I'm like, no.
But now you know, right?
Yeah.
If we see somebody in you see it all the time. If you see somebody in your favorite team's gear, you know, Roll Tide or whatever. Now, granted, if you say Roll Tide, you're at a family reunion, but but no. So it's the same thing with Chicago sports gear. I had on a Cubs jersey and I got stopped by no less than 6 or 7 people. One guy with a braided ponytail.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. When you get past 50, stop experimenting with your ponytails. Chop it off, buddy.
He was just old.
Embrace he's just old. Embrace the bald. We don't need to see you in a ponytail. But full on, I go to give him the fist bump because he goes, he goes, yeah, go Cubs. So I just do, because I ain't trying to hug a stranger. Give me one of these. He pushes this down and then hugs me. But that's just, the nature of being a Chicago sports fan. That's what happens. So yeah, we saw that. What else happened at the game? The Sounds won, which is rare.
Yes. And when Brewster was carrying out the flag, it was like lit up basically.
Yeah, so Booster's the mascot for the Sounds.
He wanted it took him to go in flames.
Yeah.
at the
All I
end of
said
it.
was, so we won the game. So the mascot goes out and he has a flag, and which is pretty cool. The flag was lit up, but then it also shot out fireworks. And on camera, because she's like, "Oh, let's take a video of you dancing for the win to show your mom." And then you just have me going, "Wouldn't it be hilarious if you caught on fire?"
Yeah.
And just in the background of a video. But that once again, Hadley celebrating a beautiful, fun, glorious victory. Uncle Bubba trying to find the trauma and everything.
Yeah.
So we won, but then afterwards there was fireworks, which was awesome.
Yeah, that was the
And,
biggest finale I've ever seen in anything.
So it was funny because even because I'm like, I've been to these games before. I'm like, all right, it's fireworks, you know.
Yeah, fireworks are
It's
fireworks.
going to be a 7-minute show. It'll be fine. It's in a baseball field. They rolled out like 3 little wagons, like the same wagons that you would carry your kids in the park or like go get your groceries from your car to your kitchen in.
Yeah.
They wheel those out, and I'm like, oh, okay, like this will be fun. It's fireworks for Hads, but I was like, this will be fun.
Then they rolled out this. Then they started driving this giant truck.
Yeah, then a
with
literal
3 little carts.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, wow.
then a semi truck pulls onto the field, and I was like, oh, what the crap is this?
It needs to be like a cement truck, just and all the fireworks just start dropping down
I
from
mean,
it.
yeah. And
That's how it
so-
should have looked.
And so literally for like 10 minutes, it was just this is what I would imagine being in battle would feel like, because it was just you're just blinking as much, like you're blind. I still can't see out of my left eye from yesterday. Just as many fireworks as you could ever pack into a baseball stadium. And then one of them caught on fire at the end, which was cool. So, but yeah, we got to see fireworks.
Yeah, just pew 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 pew.
Tell your mom what all we have fed you, because I know she's going to be curious as to why you're not sleeping, or why you're using the bathroom more than usual, or why you're I won't be any grosser than that, but yeah. Tell your mom. I was going to say why your pee is acid, but I was going to, because of the amount
You
of
just said
ices
it,
that we
so-
drink.
You just said it, so.
Yeah, so, oh well. It's what we do here, Haz. We push the limits on the podcast. We talk only. Now, let's talk about Donald Trump and Joe Biden. No. Sorry, explain to your mom. It started with Chick-fil-A. So how much real food have you had? If we're going to count Chick-fil-A as real food, Mom.
Do fries count?
I'll give you a Chick-fil-A meal. That was a real
Mhm.
meal. What did you have at Chick-fil-A?
A 5-count kids nugget meal.
And a thing of fries.
Yeah.
What'd you
with
have to drink?
Chocolate milk. So I had some dairy.
And
Wait,
then
wait,
she
wait,
had
wait, wait.
ice cream with cookie crumbles
Wait,
on
wait.
top.
Dairy.
Wait, you drink chocolate milk with your chicken?
Yeah.
Is that not disgusting?
I don't know.
No.
Well, I mean, Aunt Hannah drinks gross stuff
Hey.
with her meals.
You want to know? She
What?
also doesn't like Chick-fil-A sauce. I'm not the only one that doesn't eat Chick-fil-A sauce.
Why don't you like Chick-fil-A sauce?
Like sweet and tart together.
Did you
I
say
don't-
tart? It's too spicy. That's like my mom. If I put too much pepper on something, my mom will be like, you must have baked this in Tabasco sauce. And I'm like, no, Mom, it's called salt and pepper. She's just like, this is really spicy.
But at the game we had cheese sauce, which even he will admit had a little kick to it.
Yeah, all right, so let's start back at the food, right? So we had Chick-fil-A. So wait, I didn't know the rest of the meal for Chick-fil-A. All I heard was, hey, I had chicken and fries at Chick-fil-A, and I go, perfect. That's a real meal. That counts. So you had 5 pieces of chicken, little nuggets, a
Mhm.
thing of fries, a thing of ice cream, and chocolate milk. So that was your meal at Chick-fil-A.
Don't
Okay.
forget the cookie crumbles on the top of the
Okay,
ice cream.
and there was cookie crumbles on top of your ice cream, just in case you wanted to have a heart attack at 11. Okay, so then we go to the ball field, or then we come home. Did you eat anything when you came to the house?
No.
Okay, so you didn't eat anything at the house.
You.
Okay. I ate chicken and rice, just a little snack, because I knew I was going to eat hot dogs at the baseball field, like a true American. So we get to the baseball field, and I go, all right, Hadley, we're going to go up and get food. She goes, all right, I'm hungry. I go, perfect. I go, this place has everything you can imagine. You know, pick out a food item, and we'll get the ices and the ice cream and all that crap later. And so what did you pick for your dinner?
A pretzel.
She goes, I go, all right, I'll have 2 hot dogs. I'll have 3 waters, a thing of nachos, and then, all right, Hadley, what do you want? You want a hot dog, some chicken? She goes, I'll do a jumbo pretzel and a side of cheese. And I go, that's your dinner? And she's like, yep, that's real food. She said, she goes, that's real food.
Now, it was bread with salt on it, basically. It is still actual food. It's not like it's air.
No,
It's real food.
okay, that's classifying a pretzel as real food is like classifying Taco Bell as real food. Or that's like Papa classifying White Castle as real food.
It's also like you going to the bathroom for under 2 minutes.
That's true. So it's like me having a
She
short
got
bathroom
you.
break. It's like Papa saying that White Castle's real food. So her real dinner was a giant pretzel, and I mean giant. This thing was this big.
It was as big as her face.
And she killed it. She pounded that. She killed it. So I will admit,
Just a little bit left.
you did. Yeah, there was literally maybe 2 or 3 bites left, but she pounded a pretzel like a good Courtright does. Right? It's in the Courtright blood. Your mama was a Courtright before. Those pretzels run deep in this family's veins. Papa, when we were like 2 and Papa could start giving us like food, we ate a lot of White Castle. We ate a ton of pretzels and a ton of hot dogs. That was on Elf where he's like the 3 main food groups. Those were our
Yeah.
3 main food groups as Courtrights.
Hence why he goes to the bathroom for so long.
Oh yeah, I was ruling from
Just harping on
yeah.
that
You listen. Sometimes I like to just turn on a movie, light a candle, and enjoy my time. You know what I mean? All right, so we had a jumbo pretzel. What else did you eat the rest of the night?
Popcorn.
Popcorn. What else?
I drank 1 whole water bottle.
One whole. Mom, you hear this? I'm talking to the camera now. Hey, Mom, 1 whole water bottle and 5 pieces of chicken. So you're welcome.
And an icy.
And an icy. And we had Dippin' Dots. So we had a cherry slush icy. We had cookie dough Dippin' Dots. We had a jumbo pretzel with spicy cheese. We have popcorn. We have popcorn. And then to top it off, we washed it all down with a couple bites of funnel cake.
Yep.
Now, granted, the funnel cake was my idea. So I will take responsibility for that portion. But, yeah. So we had no, we're good. We're
Just
good.
keep going.
We're going to keep going. So we had a funnel cake. So yeah, that was our evening at the Sounds game, and then what else? What else did you do yesterday on your like little date day? Yeah, you can give her the mic. Fix your phone. So you can go ahead and talk. You're good.
What did I do? Well, we I had a Ulta gift card from a Tooth Fairy, so we used that.
Tooth Fairy's dropping Ulta gift cards, bro. Hey,
First tooth, $26. So
you got $26 for your first tooth?
Yeah.
In cash?
Yep.
You got $26 cash for a tooth?
Yep.
Well, come here. I'll knock the others out. We'll split the profit. You got $26 for one tooth, and then when was this other tooth that was lost? How long ago?
last time I went to Nana and Papa's.
So you went to Nana and Papa's, and the Tooth Fairy showed up at Nana and Papa's and brought you.
Nope. I left my tooth there.
Oh, you left your tooth at what? Nana and Papa's or your house?
Nana and Papa's.
Okay, so you left your tooth at Nana and Papa's.
But the one I got the Ulta gift card
Yeah.
was at my house.
Make sure she got the mic up to her too.
Was at my house, so
So the Tooth Fairy
Fun.
gave you. The Tooth Fairy gave you an Ulta gift card. Hang on, Papa's texting me during the show because this is what he does. So you got an Ulta gift card. And what'd you do with the Ulta gift card? First off, you're 10 and you put on makeup? Do you have a boyfriend? I need you to look at me in the face. This is serious talk. Do you see Uncle Bubba smiling? I ain't smiling right now. What do you need makeup for?
You're weird.
What do you need makeup for?
To look beautiful.
For
More
who?
Beautiful.
What's his name? I'll beat him up.
Jesus?
I'll beat him up. You tell me any boy that comes near you, I'll murder.
No.
You would be surprised though. We went to Ulta. She'll tell you what she got later. But we went to Ulta. I would say probably half of the people there were probably younger than you. Like,
Yeah, so I remember so on Easter me and Nana she ran out of mascara. So we just went to Kohl's real quick to go to the Ulta there. This girl who looked younger than me and her mom were in line at the little Ulta checkout right there.
Yeah.
She got like this watermelon face wash or something, what it was. or like something makeup wise. I don't know. But her mom was like, "Is this in a smaller bottle?" and was just like all this, and she's like, "You know how expensive this is? This is like $80." But she's like, "Yeah, I know."
Well,
But she looked like Hazel's age.
I'm
she
sorry,
was 8 years
but
old.
my daughter will never have an $80 piece of makeup until
I don't have
until
an
she.
$80
Yeah, I was
piece
about
of
to say my
makeup.
wife doesn't have an $80 piece of makeup. So you got to go to Ulta. That's pretty cool. It is crazy though. You mentioned it last night. Well, Hadley goes, we were in the car, and she goes, "There's a lot of people in bathing suit tops walking around the ballpark." I go, "Sweetie, that's just their tops nowadays.
Yep.
They're not going swimming. They're just walking out of the house nowadays."
Yep.
We watched a 3-year-old, literally 3 or 4-year-old, go, "Hang on, I gotta check my phone." I'm like, "What do you have, a business meeting?" It's like 4-year-old pulls out a full ass iPhone. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear, but he pulls out a giant iPhone. Forgive me. I'm sorry. I promise I was not this bad of an influence while your kid was at my house. Sometimes listen, Uncle Bubba struggles. Okay. You know what Nana calls all of us, right?
No.
No, you got to know. It's funny. So Nana calls us the ass family. So Papa's the dumbass.
Well, she's the one who taught everyone those words.
Yep.
So.
Nana calls no. Papa's jackass. Justin's dumbass. I'm smartass.
All right, this is the part of the podcast that I leave so that you guys, she can tell you all the.
But yeah, so I don't think your mom has one of those names though. Somehow she escaped it. Mainly the boys in the family,
Yeah.
which we probably deserve, to
Yeah.
be honest. If you look at me, Uncle Justin, and Papa, like,
Yeah.
we probably deserve it. We probably deserve it. All right, so yeah, we had nothing but nutritious food at the ball game.
Yeah.
Then we came home and she got to stay up and watch a movie. She got her own like peace and quiet in her own like big girl room now. You're getting too old, kids. Out here buying makeup, out here gotta, talking to me on your phone, on your watch now and all this other stuff. Like,
Show them what you got at Ulta.
My nails.
so you got nails?
They're glue on. Yes.
Did Aunt Hannah get any? She wouldn't tell me if she did. She would just hide a Target bag or an Ulta bag. I would be going through my trash one day, or I'd be taking the trash, and I'm like, "Why do I have 17 Ulta bags?" She'll go, "I don't know what you're talking about."
No, I didn't get anything.
Put the mic up to your mouth. You're doing worse than the kiddo.
I didn't get anything for me. I just got stuff for.
Well, you
Hadley.
could have. I don't actually care.
What else did you get?
I need a new blush. I only have a pink one. So I wanted
Put the
to get a
mic up to her
skin tone
mouth. I need it nice and tight. There we go.
one. Needed to get a new blush. I only have a pink one. I needed like a.
Oh,
white
sorry.
one.
She's only got a pink blush. Now what'd you get? A purple, blue, yellow, green, orange?
Skin tone basic. It really does.
It's like a lighter pink, so it's like a very natural like blush.
I don't want. This is weird. We're talking makeup. Last week or 2 weeks ago, I had Harper, and we're sitting here talking about Spider-Man and cookies. I have Hadley on the next day, and she's just like, "I was buying makeup in my adult car." Like,
We also got a very cool new makeup bag for all of her makeup.
oh, that's right. You got a really cool makeup bag because
where
just in case there was a little bit of kid left in her, now all of a sudden she's a grown-up. But no, yeah, you're getting older. Just understand, okay? I want you to look at me clearly on this, okay? Understand, if a little boy comes up to you and goes, "I like you. I think you're really pretty."
You go like this.
This
Boom.
is what you do. You punch him directly in the face.
Or do
Or
I do it where the baseball player got hit?
yeah. Or you go get a baseball bat and you drive a 90-mile-an-hour ball to his chest. That's what you do. But if there's a little boy that you're like, "He's kind of nice," I want you to know something. He must meet Uncle Bubba first. And Uncle Bubba has more than just Funko Pops in his house. And I will put the fear of the Lord into that little kid. He will understand what it would be like to go to heaven. I'm going to put that much fear into him. All right, I need you to, we're going to go a few more rapid fire questions, then we're going to end on a video. We're almost done, okay? I need you to tell me something embarrassing about your dad that I don't know.
Okay, so one time,
Oh,
it
boy.
was early in the morning.
Oh, this is going to be good.
He walked out of He walked out of his room. Okay,
Yeah?
looked at me, smiled in
Okay.
his underwear.
Oh!
I watched him put on pants.
Listen, I've seen Papa in his underwear more than I would like to admit, okay? Papa used to exclusively wear underwear as a household walk-around item. When it was just the guys, like if Nana were to go out on vacation or go to Joy's Joy's games, Papa would just be in the kitchen in his underwear eating food.
Yeah.
All
What
right,
do you want? Eggs for breakfast, or
Yeah. No, thank you. I would like a
or
towel.
some butt cheeks?
Yeah. No, thank you. I would like you to put on a towel and a coat, a suit coat, preferably. All right.
Yeah.
So that's your most embarrassing thing about your dad. I need to know something embarrassing about my sister. Tell me something
Which
embarrassing
one?
about Jen.
Oh, let me think.
You've got to have good ones. Come on. Did she fart at dinner one time? Did she catch food on fire? What? She's got to have done something.
Let me think. Keep on talking. I need a minute. I need a minute.
She's a mama's girl, so mama can do no wrong. But I know we can find something. We can find something. Okay.
She's thinking about it. She's got to pick which one she.
Tell me your most embarrassing Hadley story. Do you have one?
My most embarrassing Hadley story.
Or your favorite? Not most embarrassing because I've already embarrassed her enough.
Yeah.
Give me your favorite Hadley story.
That's so hard. There's so
Oh
many.
my gosh! Do you see?
No.
Do you see what I work with?
Probably when.
Do you see what I work with? I literally, I'm like,
probably
hey.
When she was when we went to Dollywood, and she slept because I slept with her and Hazel when we went to Dollywood, and they were just very sweet and cuddly. And that was one of the first times that I got to hang out with them for a long time because that was right after I'd met them.
Oh, Dollywood was fun.
Yeah. That was. and they
Hadley
were so
rode all the
little,
roller
'cause-
coasters.
Yeah. Or her. I think it was like her 8th birthday when we went and we were gonna go bowling, and she wanted to go bowling really bad, but all of the bowling alleys were broken. Remember when we went to that one place and none of the bowling alleys
Oh,
worked?
that's right.
And
I
she
forgot
was-
about that.
It was just the one that we were using.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Strike and Spare, fix that. real
Yeah,
quick.
that's right.
Fix
Come on,
it
Strike and we're
now.
calling out receipts. Come on, Strike and Spare in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Step up, bro.
But she was just like she
But
was
I'm legit.
very sweet.
I'm legit gonna tag Strike and Spare in the podcast and be like, receipts given, baby.
But like,
I got one.
Oh wait, hang on, don't lose that. Yeah, go back. Make sure you
Now,
talk in front of that mic there, kiddo.
This is
you go.
not. This is like something that it was not as embarrassing as
It's not embarrassing as
Embarrassing.
dad coming out of the bathroom in his undies.
Yes. Well, I remember Mom dancing in her underwear.
Ew! No! She was fully clothed. She was fully clothed. She was fully clothed. She was fully clothed.
You probably, Jacob, you've probably seen her dance in your underwear almost all your life.
I mean, yeah, that's what growing up with a bunch of siblings. She's seen me in my underwear. It's just what happens. Now, granted, me and Uncle Justin.
No.
Uncle Justin was like Hazel Bean when she was a baby. Uncle Justin was impossible to get some clothes on. The only problem with Uncle Justin is Uncle Justin was 17 at the time, so it was not okay. All right, so we got two embarrassing, both involve underwear, which is odd, but two embarrassing stories. All right, you tell your favorite Hadley story. Then I'm going to ask her a few more rapid fire questions, and we're going to watch a video and get out of here.
No, so we had her birthday party and she really wanted to go bowling. And we
Okay.
go bowling and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And she was just very sweet, very polite. She was like, "Okay, Papa, maybe instead of bowling we can go play arcades." And it was like very mature and well behaved for a 8-year-old child who wasn't upset about the fact that even though she wanted to go bowling for her birthday.
That's us blowing up her ego right now. See her flexing over there? I was like, oh, she's the sweetest kid. And she's like, I know. Well, yeah, no, Hadley's always been very sweet and very mature.
Yes.
Hadley, I remember one time I had a really bad toothache and I was trying to get into the dentist. And you came over to me and you brought me a bowl of ice cream and you said, hey, here, Uncle Bubba, this usually helps when my teeth hurt. I know, it's super sweet.
Yeah.
All right, do you have any embarrassing stories about Hazel and Harper?
Um,
Holland's probably too young to be. Everything she does is embarrassing.
no, That's the same way with Harper in my defense.
Yeah, Harper's still young, and so she doesn't get as embarrassed. All right, maybe not embarrassing. What's the biggest fight you have with your sisters?
No, I have one. I have an embarrassing moment for Hazel.
All right, give me an embarrassing moment, and then I want to know what you guys fight about the most.
Now, when Hazel was little, Harper shut the garage door, but she was like 1 year old, so she didn't really know that much. But she had kind of locked it in there, and Hazel was like, "Let me out! I'm gonna explode!" like acting like it was the biggest thing in the world. And then Mom and Dad came down. We're like, "Hi, Hazel."
That's pretty embarrassing. All right, what do you guys fight about the most? Is it like cleaning? Is it food? What is it?
Cleaning, for sure.
Cleaning.
I'm the most one who tries to keep the basement as tidy as possible. So I tell them the playroom and your room that are right next to each other, that is your share. The TV room and my room, those are the two that are closest together.
Okay.
And also, I will try and take the messiest room as well, but it's nope for them. Just this is like the messiest room in the basement.
I have a question for you. What is your most embarrassing Bubba story?
Most
Ooh.
embarrassing Bubba story?
Yeah.
Hang on. Yeah.
I got one.
Oh gosh. Okay.
And the ducks one.
I like how I go, hey, find me an embarrassing story about my sister, and she goes, give me 4.5 hours and let me think. Tell me something embarrassing about Bubba. I got one.
Okay, so
Granted, I probably deserve whatever this one is.
it was the last Ducks champion. It was like when we were facing off Washington in the middle of this.
We're gonna bring up this sad thought. Okay.
We had this. We just saw it. Him and my dad in their Oregon Ducks try was just like this.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
We were posing in the Oregon Ducks gear, and then my shirt came off at one point, and then we all cried when the Ducks lost.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. All right. Tell me your favorite thing about your mom and dad.
Oh.
How like they'll give us grace if we do something even like really bad. How they'll give us some second chance.
Boo. No, I'm just joking. That's very sweet.
So cute.
Now give me your favorite thing about Hazel individually, Harper individually, and then Holland individually.
I think my favorite thing about Hazel is we're just really close together. Honestly, like since we're so close, it's just like us two will like stick together and try and do everything.
That's sweet. Very sweet. Favorite thing about Harper?
How wild as she is, she's the sweetest thing.
She is. She's wild but sweet. That's the best way to describe her. And then favorite thing about Holland?
She's adorable. She's just
She
cute.
is.
Besides that, her personality is either mostly is anger, wildness, and getting out of things. Now one time I took something away from her and she went like this. Wow. Like I'm not joking, she started like
She fake cried you?
Yes, she fake cried me.
That's a sneaky kid right there. All right, well, those are very good moments. All right, we're not going to watch the whole video because it's long. Well, I'm going to show you a video of a bunch of people failing at their jobs or failing at trying to do something cool. And I just want you to react to it. So let's...
You ready? Okay.
Hang on. I'm going to turn... All right. Go for it.
The Explorer.
Yeah. You don't have any thoughts? Nothing to say?
It's broken.
That's an accident
All right, you can stop watching that one. I got one more funny one.
Okay.
All right, this one make you feel. All right, thoughts on that? I need you to react. You two are. Oh my goodness! You see what I'm working with? I work with two people today that literally it's like talking to this water bottle. I have to pry it out of them. Especially Hannah, you know better, but you should see the fights we get in before podcasts because I'm like, what are your thoughts, Hannah? She'll go, that's good. That's great.
Now, if anyone on these videos are watching, please turn off. But people are just so dumb.
People are dumb.
And it's like they're just dumb.
That's very true.
All right, let's see if I can share this one for you. You guys talk.
No.
I'm sharing something.
That one girl walked into a glass door. Bubba, didn't you walk into a glass door once?
I've walked into a glass door a couple times. Yeah. It's embarrassing because one was at like a restaurant and there was a bunch of people around. And I did that thing where I was jogging. I was like, oh, yeah, here we go. And I jogged right up to the restaurant and I smashed my face right into the glass in front of everybody, too.
Yeah, you're.
And then everybody treats you like, they're like, are you okay?
Oh, that's when people. One time I had a Sunday school teacher who was like, I'm like, all right, here, I'm going to use the bathroom. And she's like, can you do it alone? And I'm like,
I'm 10.
Yeah.
Of course I can do it alone.
No, this was when I was like 8 or 9. I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh, no, I didn't mean like that.
You should have said, I hope so.
And I just like walked away.
Put the mic up to her mouth. All right, we got one more set of videos. We're just a few minutes of it. I need you to react. I need you to tell me what your thoughts are during this. Ready?
Ryan, pull.
My dad used to do that to me. My dad used to do that to me.
Run.
Well, that's that. You can see that coming.
He's scared himself.
I just change his diaper.
Is that a waterfall or a tornado warning? I can't tell.
Something's falling down the leg, that's for sure.
What are you doing? Yeah. You pooping?
Was that the face that I did when I was pooping when I was little?
Yeah, that's exactly what she looked like.
Ugh.
Okay, I'm done.
She saw the baby and she went, oh. The baby come on. She was
I figured you would appreciate a good fart video. And Hadley loves America's Funniest Home Videos, so that's why I showed her. That's why I showed her the video of a bunch of people falling, because that's always hilarious. I would like to think that if somebody fell, I'd be like, "Are you okay?" But I'd probably laugh.
Tell him what happened yesterday with the motorcyclist that was playing the music too loud.
He's like, so.
There was for context, there was a guy driving a motorcycle, and it has those like 2 outward speakers that are the loudest thing in the world.
You could just hear this when we were trying to listen to Kane. I met you on the high.
Yeah, it was just the loudest music in the entire world, and he kept revving his motorcycle. So
and Bubba's like, I'm gonna hit him.
So I followed him. I
yeah.
did it as a joke, but looking back on it, that's actually the most terrifying thing, to be like a normal average guy and then some guy in a Kia Forte just starts following you into a parking lot. And I was like, oh crap, this joke went way too far.
But when you're driving your wife's car and driving straight into turns, and then you're all of a sudden,
yeah. I mean, I was literally
you can't be that. Yeah, it would make sense for you to do that after the motorcycle. I honestly thought that you were drunk.
Yeah, I was driving like
I
was swerving a little bit. I was pretending like I was gonna chase this guy down, and then he pulled into a McDonald's parking lot, and I was just like, oh boy, this joke went way too far. Wait, I'm just joking. I just whipped out of there and we drove home. But yeah, there you go. Hadley's first time on the podcast. Thanks for being here, kiddo. I love you. You're my favorite. Also, Harper, Hazel, Holland, you guys are my favorite too. So that way this doesn't cause a fight when it's inevitably watched around the household.
But I'm your number 1 favorite.
You're my number 1 favorite. But no, Jen and Steve, put pants on, man. Stop dancing around without pants. Hadley, last words. Anything to say before we get out of here?
Honestly, our family is amazing but embarrassing at the same time.
Our family is amazing but embarrassing at the same time, but that's the best kind of family. Any last words on your end? I know you didn't really.
Thanks for being on here, Hadley.
Yeah,
I had fun with my little co-host.
Yeah, this was fun.
Co-host.
I knew it. Listen,
you're my co-host in this episode.
Well, I mean, you talked more. I mean, you talk more than she ever has. We've done 15 episodes together, and you talk more. So, no, Hads, love you. Hannah, you're okay. I like you a little bit, but no, love you guys. We'll see you next week.
That's what all the people say.